My Taurus people, how are you? I hope you've been fine. This is your reading for July 20th to 27th. And there's a song I was hearing in my head actually. And like, it's basically we are handing over to God. Here for Nigeria, maybe you should know, we are handing over. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the song I'm hearing in my head. Maybe you've been hearing random like songs we used to sing as kids or you used to sing as a child, like in family like gatherings or devotions or church or whatever it is your parents like took you to, right? So I already shuffled your cards and I already pulled them out. You have the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. You have the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, and then the Six of Wands. And right, like immediately, I just heard like a lot of balance is coming back into your life, right? I don't know what could have taken you off balance, but something definitely happened that made you feel. I don't always read the Lover's card for like love, romantic love, because we have that yin yang energy in us already, right? So like, um, I like to think of it as a balancing of our masculine and our feminine energies within us. But then at the same time, something could have happened with a lover that made you feel like you were left out in the cold. I'm not seeing any issues per se, and I hardly get that with the Five of Pentacles. I don't even know why. You know, like it feels like you're if you're in a relationship, right? If you're in a relationship, maybe you there's something that happened that made you feel like you are, kind of like not stable right now, or you're out in the cold. I don't know. The one particular scenario that is coming to my head is from one of my Taurus friends, and she's just going to be like, "Okay, so I should tag her to the video." Yeah, so it could be anything. It could be literally anything. Maybe your lover um has something to attend and you're not able to because you have work to do. You're not able to be with them right now, or there's something they have to attend to that has to do with like maybe their family, their own like personal family. I don't know what word I was supposed to use there. Yes, but let's say their mom or dad, and they have to figure something out right now, and you cannot be a part of it, or you are not currently a part of it, and like very understandably so. But then you also don't feel so good. You don't feel so great. Or also it could be if you don't have a relationship on your hands right now, or like, I love it, I absolutely love it when readers say, or like you absolutely hate people and you feel like, oh no, that kind of thing can never be for me. Then then maybe there's a balancing in your own life. Maybe there's something that you did because you felt like you needed to do it or you had to do it, right? And that made, maybe you did something, and that made like your, maybe you did something in a more masculine manner, you took care of issues. But then the feminine in you feels like, you, I don't know, like I wouldn't have done it that way. That kind of thing. Or now you feel bad about something that you feel like right there in the moment you knew you just had to do it, um but now you feel bad, right? So these are the messages coming out from these two cards. But at the same time, we have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. You're moving out of that vibe. I feel like there's something that is coming in to balance this energy. because you have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck, and the Six of Wands is literally, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I should go further or closer. Maybe blurry, but it is definitely blurry. Not me saying maybe. Of course, it's blurry. But like this cat here, this is the king of. Okay, so we got cut off because of space. So it took me such a long time to clear space and come back. We're going to get back to, I feel like, okay, yes. So as I was saying, you can see this card here. This is the King of Pentacles. And for the King of Pentacles, he's not doing so much King of Pentacles for me, right? And it's not because, I'm not trying to be funny. Um but his eyes are closed. He, she, whatever it is that is here, the eyes are closed, but then the hand is on the pentacle. It's giving you slept with your hand on your phone because you're in a new place and you feel like there's a thief in the house and the person might steal it. That's how it feels. So it feels like you are giving yourself the chance to actually take your mind a bit off like your finances this week, and you're actually just moving one as I said that, and you're actually just moving according to vibes. It feels like you're doing more. Maybe that's even the balancing act that I was saying, like, oh, if like you're single and all of that, there might be a balancing act where you've just been focused on your pentacles, right? You've probably just been focused on your money, your stability, and all of that. And it feels like with the pentacles being behind the window here, it feels like you started feeling like your own stability and your finances and everything were leaving you out in the cold. It's like I can't even, like, I'm not even able to you know hold any money. Like, I'm not even able to get anything that I need, even though all I do is think about how to get what I need. And you're like, oh, like, like, F it, like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have fun and I'm going to, like, it's not just there are two cats here going around and round in circles. Like, it's not just the black cat that exists, not just the white cat that exists, the two of them. So I'm going to decide, like, I'm going to give myself permission to nourish both areas of my life this week. Two to two, as I said that. And then that really is going to give you some sort of like inspiration. I feel like that really is going to give you, this is the Page of Wands. That really is going to give you some sort of like inspiration to um that's going to be like worth your time. You know how, like, yes, your bills and your stability and your finances are always worth your time because, like, we already do it. We've already decided that they're always worth our time. Oh my god, I don't know that they are, but like, don't ask me any questions. Okay, okay, I don't know why I became immediately like intensely rude. I don't know what energy. Maybe you're sassy right now, but at the same time, it's like there's there is you're giving yourself the permission to go out and play and do anything else but like the things that you've been doing, and that is going to like inspire you to do something. There's some sort of inspiration coming in that is going to um give you the willpower to move towards something else, because you're going to realize, ooh, I feel like you're getting recognition for something you never thought you would get recognition for. Like, it's not something you even did for recognition. It's not something you people have done and even gotten recognition for it. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like people drinking tea and then you randomly go viral in a video drinking tea and everybody's just like, oh, they love how you drink your tea, and you're just super confused. You might do content, you might be online or something, and I don't know. I don't know. There's just something. There's just something that is completely unexpected. Not because you don't know, you don't think you deserve it, but because people hardly even get that kind of like recognition from that. So it's like, what? At first, I feel like you're even going to not trust it. Like, huh? Is somebody like just trying to like get something from me? Like praising me on this, like, on this very mundane thing or something. There's nothing mundane, by the way. You're a magical being. So it's very normal for everything you do to be magical and literally shock people and have them enamored and immersed in your like shit. Like, oh my god, like what is this thing? Do you understand? Yeah. So as I said, you are the one like permitting this thing to come in because it's now going to give you some. That was not all, you know. You know how we are always trying to convince ourselves that life is not all about money and all of that, and like sometimes you just go back and forth with that because you don't know that life is not all about money, because almost everything you need to do, you find yourself needing money for it, right? Then now you're going to now get like some sort of recognition that would literally even like just cart like money your way and all of that, and or you're going to be at a celebration, or you're going to be celebrated, not just recognized, for something that you didn't expect. And then, or it plays a large collective, so it plays out differently in different people's lives. You could be at a celebration that you will thoroughly enjoy, and you're there to celebrate somebody that got recognition for, or is being celebrated for something that like you wouldn't even expect to, like that person to be recognized for, if, or even them, or even basically everybody that is at the celebration. It's just like, wow, let's just say thank god, because this has never really happened. But I'm also getting, you would only be there however it happens for you, whether it's you being celebrated or recognized, or where you would be, there's someone being celebrated or recognized. It is all happening for you, so that you can continue to give yourself permission to say life cannot all, like the whole of my life cannot just be about money. So you're literally seeing it, like literally you're in this hall, you people are celebrating this person, and all they did was use toothpick to pick their tooth, and like they went viral, and like Obama wants them to use their toothpick. I don't know. That's how life happens. Don't tell me nothing. I watched it become 707 from 705. I don't know why I looked and stared and waited for 707. That could be significant. You literally could be in the energy of saying, F it, I'm going to do something else. Right? It's like I didn't see I didn't see 707, but like I'm literally looking at the clock until it's 707, right? Or I didn't see 1111, but like 1110, I'm sitting by my phone and waiting to see 1111 because I will create my synchronicities. That's just a powerful thing. Wow. I cannot be surprised because your Taurus is like, you people are witches and wizards. I don't even know what word, but it's crazy. It's crazy because you're just saying no and you're just coming out of it. And sorry, I totally forgot about my people in relationships. Please, we're back to you guys. Yes. maybe, maybe, maybe you're deciding that like I miss my person too much, and I'm just gonna stand up and go and look for them and go and find them. And I'm just tired of waiting for when it's okay and all of that. I'm just gonna do this thing, and that's all. So basically, you are permitting yourself to manifest the exact things that you want this week. And that's going to bring you into such a fun, celebratory mood. And that is going to, like, I am very sure after this week, you're going to be feeling super inspired to do something else. And another thing I'm getting is that there are many things that you put on hold in the past because you were like, oh, for sure, like I have to make money. I need capital for this, I need capital for that. And granted, right? Me, I had to tap out of it. I won't lie. I really used to be that person. Me, I started looking for money as a child, So you can imagine how many ways of looking for money I have done. Because all I knew was people's strategies, right? So it's like, oh, like if this business, many everybody else has started with capital, I don't know that I can start mine with something else. So maybe there are things that you put on hold that is going to like literally illuminate to you that nothing needs to be held. Like you don't need to put anything on hold. Like how many lives do you were you promised? Tell us your conversation with God. How many lives were you promised? Exactly. So you're going to be like, nah, I'm gonna restart that project. I'm going to continue. Not the mic died as we were rounding up. So yeah, exactly. So you're literally telling yourself the actual truth right now, and you're saying to yourself that that truth, that idea, that truth that I used to know that said, oh, like you have to keep everything on hold until you have money to do them. Like you're not going to. You're releasing yourself from those chains, and you're saying, and then like why it's even it feels so intense, why you're like very, it's because you already started process. Then you're now going to be finding yourself in this energy, as I said, whether it's you or somebody else, that is just going to illuminate further to you that you didn't need to be doing none of that waiting, you know and like money never actually left you in the cold. You were just like, you were already out in the cold by yourself. You're already out in the cold by yourself. Yeah, and if you want, you can just go around the house and walk in. That's all. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what is on your mind. Exactly that laughter, that giggle you just giggled. Exactly. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to add briefly, because this is all the cards that are out. Real life. But under the temperance, we now have the Nine of Pentacles, and then we now have the Ten of Cups. You have changed the trajectory of your life. You have decided no more. You have decided no more. Congratulations, you have decided no more. You are going to live your own life this time around. You are going to do things. Oh my god! Another thing that thing does to you when you become so invested in when you become so invested in the world's way of doing things, the status quo, or how things, the world permits us to manifest and all of that. Like it's a lot. It's a lot, and so you're just like, nah. You start feeling like a victim when things are not happening for you. You start checking other people's experiences, for how long they waited. Oh, I guess one more day. Yeah, this person waited 50 days, so I'm on day 49. I guess tomorrow something has to happen. You're just cheating yourself out of life. This is exactly where you are headed, but that is because you decided to choose yourself. That is because you decided to make your own decisions. That is because you decided to say, oh, I'm going to check my own experiences and draw information from there. Because quite frankly, you just got tired. 3:03 on the timer. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourself, and kisses.